So we went ahead and ordered a set of new fans for both PCs. We got 2 3-packs, and these come with the node inside of them for controlling the color, and then one 140 millimeter fan. So we'll go ahead and get these thrown into the system that we just built, and then we'll see how they look. The reviews on these are actually exceptional. The LED colors, these are fairly new, so I'm looking forward to actually getting these in. Alright, I got the new Corsair LL120s and LL140 fan installed. You can see I have the 3 120s in the front here. Fan 1, fan 2, fan 3, and then fan 4 in the back. And these have not been configured. This is what you get when you plug everything in and fire up your PC for the first time after installing the fans. They're just on, looks like a color cycling mode. But I have to say the LEDs look awesome. The camera may or may not do it justice, but definitely love the colors of the LEDs. Go ahead and get it set up to kind of like a counter-rotating colors from what I saw in some of the online videos, reviews of these fans. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get these installed. We have all these fans pulling in. That fan's pushing out. And then if they made a bigger like 210 fan, I have one on the roof of the case there that I would put in. But that looks, love the look. So we'll go ahead and get the software, the Corsair Link software installed. And then we will go ahead and get the fans configured. So this is what I purchased for my 2 PCs. I have a 3 set that includes the node, another 3 set that includes the node. So I'm going to have 1 node for each machine. And I have 1 exhaust fan, larger 140 for the back of my 1 gaming PC. But you will need the node for each machine so you can control the colors on the fans. If you buy the 3-pack, it comes with this. It'll control 6 fans from 1 controller. And I think you can plug another controller into it as well, because there's 2 ports, 2 LED ports on the secondary. You will need SATA power connection for each one. So there's 2 SATA power connectors for 1 set of 3 fans. So just keep that in mind. You'll need that, and you can control up to 6 fans on the 2 SATA power connectors. I was running low on them, so I actually used a converter 4-pin to the SATA power, so that actually worked great. So, all right, so the Corsair fans are installed. I did save 2 of the additional fans from the kits that I bought and put them in my other workstation that'll be sitting right next to this one. So the 2 front fans will be side by side, so we can adjust the patterns with those so they actually look good together. These fans are fully customizable on the colors and the patterns that you'd like to do, and I'll kind of run through a couple of those right now. As we can see here, let me go ahead and launch the application. Looks like there are 16 independent RGB LEDs in every fan. Split between 2 separate light loops. So we'll go ahead and run through some of those right now. The setting that I'm currently on right now is called the ARC, the ARC setting, and I have it set to red on the inside fan and blue on the outside fan. It's very easy to change the colors. For instance, if I wanted to change the inner ring from red to green, you simply just select it. Any one of the green colors in the spectrum, your choice. They can say apply to all fans or just 1 fan. So we'll just apply it to all fans. So if you have favorite team colors, there you go. You can set it to team logos or team colors, team logo colors. Yeah, some of the settings. This is Rainbow Wave. And then again, I am shooting this on a camera, so the colors are not quite as defined as they are in person. The colors in person are actually amazing, so the camera's probably not doing it justice. There's the rainbow. And that'll just cycle through all the colors. Color shift, and you can set it from whatever colors you would like. So this is set for blue to green again. We'll set it to something a little more definable instead of the green, so you can differentiate between the two. So we can do a red. So this is blue to red. We'll do color pulse. This is also blue to red. Color wave. Blue to red. Static. Obviously just one color. Temperature. And this one you can set 3 different temperature zones. You can define each zone's temperature that you would like. So there's 3 zones. CPU package group, CPU cores, hard drive temperatures, GPU temperatures, DRAM temperatures, you name it, you can set it to whatever you would like. The temperature threshold, the color for that threshold, so you'll know exactly the temperature just by looking at your PC. So we'll set, on this one, we'll set low to green, medium to orange, and then hot to red, and then you can define the temperatures for each one, but we'll just go ahead and set that. We'll say apply. Then you can also just apply it to one particular fan or all the fans. So as you can see, the PC's running cold in the green area. This one is called Visor, and we'll set green to orange. This one is called Marquee, and we'll set to green. Blink, alternating or random colors, your choice. We'll just go ahead and select random. We'll say apply to all. That one's kind of annoying. Sequential, when we say static color, we'll just select a green. We have heartbeat. You go ahead and pick like a red color, and then kind of an orangish color. And then the Pong channel effect. We'll say random colors, and then we'll just apply it to all of them. This is the one where you actually want to make sure you get your sequences set up correctly. So you don't want alternating. You can have it go in whichever pattern you would like. So I have this set as 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, the last one. So you can see as the ball rotates around and then comes back up to the one fan, back down, and out to the back fan. You don't want to make sure that you have any gaps in your node selection. So if you have 5 fans, you want to use the connections for 1 through 5. Don't skip any, otherwise you'll have a failure in your system. You can individually control one fan or all fans. So you can have this fan, for example, set to just red while the other runs the arc pattern, or you can run them all the same. These fans are very versatile. They're very nice fans. They're quiet. I think I read they're 24 decibels. And then once I put the case on the side and the grills on the front, you don't really notice them. This is the Cooler Master fan. Unfortunately, the Cooler Master system doesn't integrate with the Corsair system, so you can't do the color changing effect with the Cooler Master. Quite possibly, if you did buy a Corsair LED fan kit that would work with this, it is quite possible that it would. I do have Corsair RAM in here that is also color changing on the motherboard, as well as the RGB motherboard and the 1080 Ti Asus GeForce GTX is also Aurora RGB to match the motherboard. Cooling for these fans is actually very well. I have seen some previous reviews on these fans. It does keep it a couple degrees cooler than the standard LED fans in other cases, or the original ones that I had in this case. The only downside of these fans is probably the cost. The fans, this setup here for these 5 fans and the 2 other fans in my other system that we'll show at the end of the video is close to $300. I want to say both kits were just right under $300 installed with tax, and right about 300 bucks. All right, got the cases set back in place, and we have the fans all configured. We have matching on both cases. I think actually looks really good. Same colors, counter rotating into each other. We also went ahead and added another fan over here, a 4th 120 fan to the side here. This case configuration is they're open slots that run through the brackets. You can pull them out and put them the other way. And what I did was I just opened up the sides, so they actually pull from both sides, put into the case for cooling, and then an exhaust port on the back and as well as on the top. I think it turned out very nice. Nice look though when you first walk into the room. You see the cases like this. Fortunately, the cases, they're very tall, so they need to be on the ground. They look nicer if they were up on my desk, and if they're up on the desk or actually more in line, eye line of sight, I'd probably do better cable management on them. But at this point though, since they're on the floor, it's not really a top concern for cable management. You just tuck most of it out of the way, because you're not going to see it when it's on the floor. All right, I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.